how's everyone? Welcome. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. I hope you had a very nice Thanksgiving. um, well, I hope everybody's Mercury retrograde is going a little bit better than mine was. I was getting ready to do this reading 2 hours ago, and then every update in known computer land hit my laptop all at once. I had to stop. I had to download, upload, restart 3 times, and finally everything is cool. But this might post a little bit later than I had hoped. Oh, my first day back, it's a Monday, it's, a new cycle, and let's start this at 5 o'clock instead of 7, and that's what happened. Oh, you think you're gonna start 2 hours early? That's so cute of you. And I just, 2 hours worth of updates and restarts for my computer. So that's Mercury retrograde for you. So let's go ahead. The new moon is in Capricorn right now. So we're going to get to the new moon, its placements, its aspects, and Mercury retrograde and its aspects. Okay, so we've got the new moon in Capricorn, and that has us kind of sensitive and maybe feeling a little vulnerable about our career, reputation, investments, both emotional and financial, laws, authority, and structure. Okay, that's everything that Capricorn has under its purview, with some other things thrown in too. The moon is square to Lilith in Libra, and that's pushing aside what the feminine is trying to balance, power and peace. Lilith is also in opposition to Chiron, unfortunately still in Aries for the next couple years. The calls of the empowered feminine are being drowned out right now between economic worry and rampant bruised masculine egos. That's that Chiron in Aries. Chiron brings Aries doubt, fear, feelings of inadequacy, lack, injury, or outright just bankruptcy to the base self, to the character, to identity, image, or the pride of the masculine ego. And who is Aries blaming? Well, he's pointing fingers straight down the hallway into Libra at the Doc Martin wearing big titty goth girl Lilith talking to Aries' lover, Libra. She's usually very mindful, very demure, very peacekeeping, and very compliant, but now she's being dismissive, disagreeable, and disapproving of Aries' temper. And what Aries doesn't understand is though he's shaking his fist at Lilith down the hall in Libra, he doesn't realize that what he's seeing is the mirror in the hallway. It's not the feminine or Libra he's angry with for wanting peace and power. It's himself for being so distorted. He doesn't recognize himself, and neither does she. Mercury retrograde isn't helping either. Talk about tin cans on a string quality of communicating. Aries ruler Mars is lighting up the ego in Leo, and although Mars at 6 degrees Aries is in a loose trine with its ruler, the Sun, in 12 degrees Sagittarius, the Sun is conjunct Mercury retrograde, while Mercury retrograde is in opposition to Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, Mercury's ruled sign. So all the fire signs are struggling with mixed up rulers, and lines of communications are shorting out, they're being cut. Jupiter retrograde spilled his drink on the phones. Leo overestimated the amount of oil needed for the deep fryer, and Turkey burned the side of the house where the internet cables were. Everything is all crisscrossed and very, very volatile. Okay? But okay, let's look at some beneficial aspects, right? Moon in Capricorn. is sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And even though Pisces is ruled by Pluto, in tarot, the moon card energy rules both Cancer and Pisces. So these two have a way, uh, these two have, in a way, switched ruling energy. Where Saturn rules Capricorn, it's in Pisces, and the moon influences Pisces and it's in Capricorn. So they knuckle bump while saying, I wish you could understand where I'm coming from, and they Freaky Friday'd into each other's houses. Saturn now has to wallow in this boo-hooey, deep emotional connection energy of Pisces. Now, talk about tossing a bucket of water on the Wicked Witch. Dissolving this soggy element into this soggy element that's usually foreign to her, like, what a world! But luckily, Saturn only softens so far, and before he straightens up and calls for order. Okay, so it might be grim and kind of severe for sensitive Pisces, but it is much needed. It's the hard ass bestie shaking you, going, get yourself together, go to work, feed the dog for God's sake, comb your hair, and get back to your goals. And Pisces wants to swim according to its instincts, but it can really get sidetracked and meander in those deep waters. So Saturn looks at the course, installs guardrails, trail lights, landmarks, gives Pisces a handbook, puts a lodestone around their neck and points them towards their goal, and tells them, follow the way to success and don't stop. Pisces is given a structure, a map, and Saturn gets to open their intuition and trust that they can navigate these currents and tides if they have faith in more than law and lessons. So, let's go to the tarot and see if this pops up in the cards. Now, remember, not all messages resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You guys are all at different points in your timelines. Also, like I say, I can read the script, but I cannot designate which of you, how do I say? I cannot tell you which characters you all individually play in the play. And I can't tell you where you're standing on the stage. I can just read the energy, and then wherever you fit, you put yourself so you know what you're looking at, okay? Excuse me. So, let's get started. I laid out 3 of the first light tarot to get a background energy here. And so we got Gemini showing up and Aquarius. And what is going on in Aquarius right now? Let me go check real quick. Aquarius, it's pretty quiet. Oh yeah, we've got Pluto knuckle deep. Okay, so Pluto has just entered fingertip in Aquarius by 17 minutes. Remember, Pluto is one of the slowest moving, so it moves in minutes, not degrees. Well, it does move in degrees, but like it'll be at 17 minutes for like 3 days, and then it'll keep creeping and keep creeping. So we've got Pluto creeping into Aquarius right now. That is in tropical. We'll do sidereal another day. Um, we've got the Lovers union, matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. This is Gemini energy. Then we dropped the star, potential, success, happy endings, and promising beginnings. This is Aquarius energy. That's why I checked. So we've got Pluto in Aquarius, just the tip. And what do we have going on in Gemini? I just talked about it. Oh yeah, Jupiter kind of retrograde. Even though Jupiter's retrograde, it's still like a positive. It's almost like a secondary sun energy. Like if you get the sun card in tarot, even if it's reversed, it's still beautiful. Jupiter is kind of the same kind of energy. Even though he's in reverse, he's still pretty positive. Then we've got a card called Conspiracy. Now, this is a truth's coming out. It also says the value of theory. There was something here that was understood as the truth that is now being clarified. Okay. This says hidden truths will be revealed, but it also cautions that what you hide can eat at you. Okay. And that's kind of not scary, but what was I? How do I want to just? It's like you've got the lovers here, you've got the star, and then you've got conspiracy. Who's not telling the truth here? Okay, there's a choice. There's a choice of somebody wants to choose love. Okay, I just heard Peter Cetera. Somebody wants to choose love, and along with that, we've got this star energy potential. It says dormant opportunities, wishes now possible. Also for star energy, I always get the feeling of it's your direction. It's like your heart's direction, okay? The star is the North Star, Polaris, where you point your ship, where you point your goals. It's the wish, it's the dream, it's the direction that all your plans are taking you, right? And sometimes you need to recalibrate that, and sometimes the way is clear. You're able to go for it. But that third card there, that conspiracy, is like something is not forthcoming here. There may be something hidden in the shadows that's the truth that you need to wait until it's revealed, okay? Or maybe that's what's coming. So then I laid the 9 card spread that I had developed. I still want to, not perfect it, but I want to get better at it. So I'm going to keep working with it. And we're using the tarot of the divine, which is the folklore and mythology. So I'll be telling stories where I know the story. Like there's a couple cards here that I don't quite know the story. So the first card is the center heart of the situation, and lo and behold, now remember, we've got the lovers here, we've got the star going towards something, new direction, a new goal, a new dream, right by the lovers, and then bam, we've got conspiracy. Might have to wait for some truth to come out. But the middle card, the heart of the situation, is a 3 of Swords in reverse. So even though there's this heartbreak here, it is on the mend. And I like hearing that, okay? This is forgiveness and recovery. It's a comeback. It's holding on for a new possibility. It's like you're over the hump a little bit, you've cried it all out, all your booze is empty, and you're kind of like, maybe I should take a shower now, you know. It's like you're coming out of it. You're not completely healed, but you see how you can kind of start to move forward. You've got the star here. You've got a new direction to point towards. Okay? But it is splitting the difference here between a lover's union and some other truth that's coming in, okay? Excuse me. Card 2, what is crowning, or what is on your thoughts or relative in opinions? What's swarming around in your headspace here? We've got the 2 of Cups. So this is definitely some kind of either remnants or new possibility in a love match. It's like you're leaving behind a heartbreak. I don't get that this is the old person coming in brand new. I feel like this is a new possibility because there's a kind of like a moving forward, a moving on, a healing from the past energy here. It does feel kind of quick. So let's keep looking at what they want us to see for this. But this crowning energy here is a 2 of Cups. This 2 of Cups here is the story of Enkidu and Gilgamesh. They are a perfect match but complete opposites. So maybe that's what you have to choose from here. Okay, that's what this lover's choice is. It's like you're the perfect match for each other, but you're complete opposites. Nobody thought that this relationship was going to pan out. Okay, in this story, Enkidu was sent to Gilgamesh because even though Gilgamesh was a noble king, he was being a savage. And even though Enkidu was born of the savage races out in the desert, he had nobility. And so they complemented each other. What one lacked, one had, and they recognized it. Fortunately, they recognized it in each other. But it wasn't until after a few very hectic brawls that they came to that conclusion. So there may be fighting here, there may be arguing about this, there may be why am I thinking of this person in this way? They are nothing like me. Or why do I feel this connection? Because that Two of Cups is definitely connection, partnership, and love. They're questioning, why am I feeling this connection when we have nothing in common? They come from completely different condition than I do. How can we rectify this? But you don't really have to, because even though you're very very different, it's what the Two of Cups is. It's like two people who come together and they form a complete person. You know what I mean? Like I said, Gilgamesh was a king and he was noble, but he was an asshole. He was a piece of shit. And then we've got Enkidu coming in, who was supposedly a complete savage, and he's the one who walked like a king. So together they made a one whole person. So the third card here, that's what's on your mind. There is a possibility here. There is, I don't want to say it's an offer, but there's like, you recognize that there could be a connection here. And that's what's playing on your mind. That's the crowning thoughts, relevant opinions. Like there could be a good connection here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's see what's the base here. Card number 3, foundational influences. Ah, you've been burned before. Now, this card is not in the reverse, so it doesn't feel like there's negative here, but from the source story, this is the 7 of Coins, and it is, please forgive me, I can't remember if it's Mayan or Aztec, and I know that they're completely two different cultures. But this is a story where they needed to steady the sun or something like that. They needed to steady the sun and the moon, but they asked the gods who will sacrifice themselves in the fire in order to steady the sun and the moon. Okay, so we had one god who was the highest of the gods, right? He was very handsome and he was, think of Gaston, okay? He was very full of himself. And then you had a very lowly god where he was like the least of them and he was treated as such. So when they were standing on the pyre and they were called to jump into the fire and make their sacrifice in order to steady the sun, the Gaston kind of very full of himself god faltered, and the one who didn't was the least of them, so he became the hero. He jumped in to the fire, sacrificing himself to steady the sun. Now the other god, the one who was so like top not he was like the top um admired god, he didn't want to lose face. So he's like, well, I'll jump too, I guess. So he jumped in afterwards. But they booed him. Boo this man. They booed him. And they threw a dead rabbit at him. And it hit the side of his face in the fire. And that's how we've got one aspect is the sun. And the one that jumped later with the rabbit outline on his face became the moon. So, yes, together they do steady things, but one gave more than the other, and it was the one that nobody expected to. So, in the terms of the Seven of Coins, there was an investment here, but it feels like, um, what did I hear right when I looked at it? It was something like, I put so much into it and didn't even get the recognition, right? So this could be, since it's under the Two of Cups and it has to do with, on top of the Three of Swords, this may be the feelings, the foundational feelings of recovering from this heartbreak. Is like, I put so much into this and I got no recognition for it. Oh, wait, no, that's if it was in reverse. So this is saying that there was a tending to a feeding and pruning of some kind of investment. All right. This is reward from undertaking a noble goal. What did I say about nobility? There was something noble here. Somebody was in the right. Okay. And there was heartbreak here. So somebody who was in the right got hurt. I'm not sure if it's from this Two of Cups or if it's from something else, but definitely this Two of Cups. See, the ones in the middle here came up reversed, but the Two of Cups is not in reverse, so I don't feel like this connection was um tainted in any way. Okay, the Lovers is here. Four of Coins is here, but it's upright. Empress is in reverse. The Hermit's in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse, but this Two of Cups is upright. I feel like this connection is positive, right? But it's on your mind, but you're coming from a foundation of, I've been burned before. Okay? And you're healing from that. That's that Three of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of it, and you may be coming towards a new Two of Cups offer, right? And it's right here under the star. So it's like, after you healed from this Three of Swords, you kind of recalibrated your direction. That's what I always get from the star card, is that in the old days, before there was GPS and shit, the sailors from the past used to plot their course home or wherever they were going by the stars, and by, most notably, by the North Star, especially in the northern hemisphere where they could see it, right? So it's like, that was the star that everybody hung their rope on in order to not lose their way. Okay? So that's why I figured here, you're going towards a new direction. You're coming out of this Three of Swords. There was a, I've been burned. I put in a good investment in this. And you are being recognized for your undertaking of a noble goal. Okay? Yeah, I love this. Two of Cups right there. The star right above it. Going towards this new direction, this new destiny. Okay. Fourth position here, we've got advantageous factors. Hell yeah, we've got the Ace of Coins. This is one of my favorites because it represents, can you see it? Is it too there? Oh, kind of. It's Jack and the Beanstalk. It's the one bean that Jack had that he planted and it became a coin, right? It represents the Ace of Coins. The aces are always something unexpected from the divine. That's what I give them. It's like, here you go, you find a coin on the ground, but the symbolism is more than that. It's like, oh, you want to start this new path? Okay, I'm gonna give a little bit of a boost here. Okay, this is an unexpected financial opportunity. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. That's pretty much that. simplistically, that's what the Ace of Coins is. There's going to be a small, unexpected financial opportunity here. Use it wisely. I'm not telling you to go play scratch offs. I'm not telling you to play the lottery. I'm not telling you to go to casino. I'm saying something's going to cross your path. Use your discretion. We've got the Hermit here, but it's in reverse. So, I mean, seriously, consider everything, okay? Once this Ace of Coins, remember, it's not much. It's one coin, okay? It's one coin. It's one small bean. So, what are you going to do with it, right? Use it wisely, like Jack did. Jack took that coin and planted it. And his mother's like, "What the fuck? We could have eaten it." I mean, it's symbolic for the story, right? What are two people going to do splitting one bean? So Jack made the right decision even though he looked crazy. He planted that bitch and it grew into something he could never have expected, okay? That's in the advantageous factors position. Position 5, past decisions, lessons, or influences, the Hermit in reverse. It makes sense that this is right next to the Three of Swords in reverse. It's somebody who has been keeping to themselves. Okay, this is but you're coming out of it now. This is exiting from self-reflection, or it is a refusal of. I don't get the refusal part because we have you already in the Three of Swords in reverse. We've got the Empress in reverse. We've got healing from a heartbreak. So I feel like this is coming out of that Hermit energy, and I just kind of chuckled because it's like you're coming out of it right when you receive this Ace of Coins. So it's like somebody throws you a bone, right? And you're like, "What? I can come out, I can have Taco Bell, I can afford this, I can afford that. I'm gonna go get, finally take a shower. I'm healing. I'm coming out of this time of self-reflection." I really like that. There, let's see. I wanted to say something about, let's see, we've got the Lovers here, which is Gemini, and we did mention Gemini. I think Jupiter is in retrograde in Gemini or something like that. That could be these reversed cards here underneath the Lovers. We've got the Page of Coins in reverse, and we've got the Hermit in reverse. Then we have Aquarius energy here. We've got the Two of Cups. The Two is Taurus energy. No, I'm sorry, Cups. Cancer energy here. This is Cancer energy. Seven of Pentacles is Virgo energy. We've got Four of Coins, that's Taurus energy. What is going on in Taurus? Let me check. Because like I was saying in the reading, there's going to be first a headbutting of earth energy of like Capricorn. Remember we were talking about Capricorn. Saturn is in Pisces and the moon is in Capricorn. It's like they're kind of, they switched, they Freaky Friday their ruling energies. So I feel like that's playing out here. Next card we've got, that's right, that Hermit reversed. Past decisions, lessons, and influences. You've already gone through the self-reflection and you're coming out of it. That's why I was, okay, yeah, because I said it was right here next to the Three of Swords in reverse, which is forgiving yourself, recovering, and making your comeback. Now, I mean, if there were other negative cards around here, this could be repressing that heartbreak and holding on, but I don't get that. There was a little bit here in that Seven of Pentacles where with that fire that they had to jump into. And like I said, the first feeling I got from that was I put so much into this. And but I feel like, because especially with the hermit here, I feel like that's part of that part of it is being let go of. Yeah, I really invested a lot. Remember, Seven of Pentacles, that's investments. It's looking at what you planted. It's hoping for the best. It's tending your vines. It's pulling weeds. It's things like that. And it's in the upright, so that's good. Um, Position 6, negative background energies. We've got the Page of Coins in reverse. So this is a scarcity mindset. This is like a slump or a brief time of shortage. Um, for this for this column here, I feel like it's saying you're going to miss out on this Ace of Coins because you're still coming out of that Hermit energy. You're not really quite considering it. You don't see it. You're in reverse here. And then the Page of Coins in reverse is that brief time of scarcity. It's like you're not going to see it. We got the Hermit reverse, the Page reverse. The Page of Coins is a brand new opportunity, right? It's like he could have been running with this coin like I got it, let's do something with it. But either he ran with it and dropped it, or I mean, it's not, I don't think it registered here. Hermit reverse. It's like I saw somebody yawning and stretching coming out of this dream, but they missed something in the mail. Now don't quote me on this. I'm not channeling, like, I'm not saying you missed something in the mail. That's just symbolism that somebody was coming out of this hermit energy and they did not see or hear or perceive this Ace of Coins. Remember, the Ace of Coins is from the divine, so it was an opportunity that kind of missed them. And I hate that it's right under these lovers. So this column here feels like an opportunity came for a new lovers union, but somebody wasn't ready. Somebody wasn't coming out of healing just yet. And that's why when they did wake up, they were this Page of Cups in reverse. It's like they woke up and their mouth was dry and their water's gone, and the bowl of cereal they had waiting for them was tipped over. It's like these little resources that they had set up for themselves kind of dwindled away while they were in that hermit energy. And it's right here under the lovers, matters of the heart. So let's keep going. Position 7 is positive background energies. It's interesting that the Four of Pentacles shows up here. So negative background energies is that Page of Cups, a Page of Coins in reverse. You missed it, okay? Or it was misspent. You misspent it. Because remember, this is saying this was an unexpected financial opportunity in the upright. Use it wisely. But now we're here with the page. This is childish energy. And in reverse, it's like the coin is rolling away. So something about this opportunity got away. All right. That's in the negative background energies. There was like immature usage of this possible new beginning here. All right. So then here we've got in the positive, the Four of Coins. And usually the Four of Coins is the miser card. He's greedy, he's selfish, he's keeping it to himself, right? And in this deck, this is like this vulture, and he took a human bride. and he kept her from her people and from her family and tried to provide for her according to what he would provide for a vulture wife, right? But she couldn't use any of it. She was miserable. He was angry because in his perception, she wasn't grateful for what he was providing her, but he couldn't see that it was completely wrong for her, right? So he kept her up on that high mountain in the nest away from her people. And there's it's conflicting for me because I really, really respect vulture energy as an animal guide, okay? Vultures are amazing animals because they take the things that are dead, that no one wants to touch, that no one thinks they can use, that it's scrap, it's decaying, it's gross. They take things like that and they dispose of it. They're carrion eaters. They come after death, and they clean up the mess, okay? And to me, that's really admirable because they turn it symbolically into something beautiful where no one else would go in and pick up those stinking remains, those stinking bones, and choose to ingest it and to digest it and sit with it and actually get nourishment from it. Right? There are some vultures whose stomach acid's so strong they can eat bones. Right? So, this person, this energy here, of this Four of Coins vulture energy. Some people might call it harsh and gross, and I mean, but there is a beauty in what he does that not a lot of people can appreciate. And that's kind of what I get from this story is that he had wonderful things to give, but he was giving to the wrong person. Is that where you're coming from here, collective? We have the Seven of Coins here. That's investment in something noble. But you've got the Three of Swords in reverse, which is coming out of heartbreak here. And you got the Four of Coins. And what I always get from the Four of Coins is that the Vulture King, he was a king, and he had to take care of this human wife, and no matter what he gave to her of his own, no, of his power, it was completely wrong for her. And it's not that she didn't appreciate it, it's just that it was not nourishing to her. Even and the problem with it was is he was too stubborn. He kept a hold of her even though what he was feeding her was not nourishing her. Okay? But the treasure was her, and that's why he was selfish with her. In the end, she does get rescued, but he meets his doom in the process. This is unsharing. This is hoarding and selfishness. Okay. And I think they made me go through all that because a lot of times you see the Four of Coins and it's like, oh, he's being a miser, he's being selfish, he's not sharing. Like the Four of Coins comes before the Five, which is complete loss. So he's being selfish for a reason. If it was in reverse, I would say it's a selfish reason. Like he doesn't need to be hanging on this tight. But there's some energy here under this conspiracy card. This conspiracy card is hidden truths will be revealed. But what you hide can eat at you. Okay? What are you hiding? What are you holding on to? Even this Three of Swords reverse says there's some kind of holding on. You're holding on to something that might be eating at you, okay? And I feel like somebody in the collective who's holding on to this is saying there's still good in this connection. I can bring it out. I can salvage it. I can save it. That's what vulture energy does. I can pick from this dead thing and salvage something beautiful. Can you? Is it worth it? It might not be. And there's no shame in letting that go. Okay? Let's see what the other cards are saying. Position 8 is near future or advice. Look, we've got the Empress in reverse. Okay, this is Our Lady of Guadalupe. She provides and prays and she watches over. This is feeling unproductive or unseen. So, and then right after that, what comes next? Position 9. What comes next? You've got the Ten of Wands, which is let it go. Okay? You're getting overwhelmed. You're getting overburdened. You're lost in the jungle trying to find something that is no longer there. And if you do find it, it's not going to be nourishing for you because it's not for you. That vulture trying to give to a human, that cannot, it won't nourish you. Okay? It's not for you. Or are you the vulture? Are you trying to give something to yourself that is going to not, it does, think of it. Think of what a vulture salvages. It's death. Why would you do that? Why would you make yourself keep eating something that's dead? Okay? The advice here, or near future, like a warning or advice, you've got the Empress in reverse. So this is going to, usually the Empress is beautiful, she's productive, she's healthy, she's, you know, she reminds me of the opposite. She reminds me of the feminine energy of the sun, and the sun is growing things and nourishing things, and just beating down energy to create life. But she's in reverse here. So whatever you're trying to force feed yourself, or whatever somebody else is trying to force feed you. Now remember, it's underneath the conspiracy card, which there's a truth here that needs to be revealed. Somebody may be feeding you lies. Okay? And in return, you're in reverse here. Empress energy, this is Venus, this is Taurus and Libra together. When the Empress is upright, she shines like the fucking sun. That's why I was saying it's like the sun energy, but feminine energy. She's bright, she's gorgeous, she's productive. Things are growing, things are nourished, things are flowing and healthy and wonderful. But she's in reverse, which means whatever somebody has been feeding you has killed a part of you that could have been very productive. Okay, and near future here on top of that, 10 of Wands. This is a story where a chieftain's daughter decides to run off to the other tribe and marry her lover, right? But the chief was so distraught at losing her that he wandered in the jungle trying to find out where she was. So this represents over because he would not let anybody help him. He wouldn't let anyone bring him water, bring him food, give him directions. What's the old saying with men? They never want to ask for directions. They'll wander out into the desert and die when they could have just taken a left turn and asked the kiosk at the gas station, can I have a map? But this is that stubborn energy of I can do this on my own and I'm going to wander until I die, right? This is overload and um, it says overloading yourself leads to ruin, overwhelm, burden, and it says rigid, detrimental weight. Drop this dead weight. It's not in the reverse, so it does. So you're not. Usually, this in reverse means that you have dropped the weight and this is ending. It's still in the upright here. You're still stuck in this. The tens are always the end of it, but you're not putting it down. Okay? 10 in reverse means that it's ending. Dun dun, you put it down. The wheel can turn. You're still stuck in the upright. So I feel like something about this union. There was a truth needs to come out about what somebody's been feeding you. All right. Which I believe may be truth or lies here. And that has kept you in this quote unquote kept position. You couldn't move from that. You couldn't move from under their fucking wing. Look at that. Look at the picture. You could not move from under their fucking gaze. Okay? And it turned you into an empress in reverse. All that energy of growth frozen. Like a deer in headlights. Because you're stuck in this cycle with this person where they keep feeding you something that you want to believe is the truth, but it ain't. It ain't. And you're in this 10 of wands energy. Look, I mean, the guy died out in the forest looking for her because he wouldn't accept any help. And then this tree grew up through his bones. And that's the 10 here. The end. Dun dun, he's done. But it's like he led himself to his own ruin because he would not accept any kind of help. It also has a feeling of delegation, delegate some of the burden. Okay, so let's read this. Let's keep going and read this. How are we? 47? We're kind of spending a long time here. So let's see. There is really. So if we read it this way, Page of Coins reversed, 2 of Cups, 4 of Coins. It feels like there was some kind of partnership that even though was short, had a lot of shortcomings, you still wanted to hang on to. Okay? We've got the Hermit reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, the Empress reversed. But you knew deep down when you consulted yourself, just yourself, your inner self, you were like, I've got to let go of this heartbreak because I'm feeling completely unseen and unproductive in this situation. Ace of Coins, there was a unexpected opportunity here. 7 of Coins, it's like you hope for the best for this investment, but you were overwhelmed with burden, and I feel like it has to do with whatever this conspiracy, this untruths that were being told to you. It was burdensome. Now, I still want to emphasize that I believe there are some in the collective who this Two of Cups, Lovers, the Sun, Ace of Coins, I feel like this is new. Okay? Like somebody, because if we do it in columns, which is the way they were talking to me before, this conspiracy card is saying there was a truth coming out. So this column feels like it's its own thing. The middle column feels like it's its own thing, and the left column here feels like it's its own thing. So there's a lover situation here, there's a choice. This feels like maybe in the past or in the background. You've got the Hermit in reverse. Maybe it's something you're considering quietly to yourself, that there is a different union that you could choose. Okay? Because you, after coming out of this Three of Swords reverse, it's like you shoot your sights towards the Star card. It could be an Aquarius, it could just be the idea of a new direction. And right straight through it, you're going to pass through a Two of Cups going towards the Star card, right? So you're coming out of this Three of Swords in reverse. You've cut everything away from yourself. You've taken what you invested in something and you're getting the fuck out of Dodge. You're going towards a new direction. But then again, there's this part of the collective now, and I can't tell if this is past, present, future, or if this three different people or what. But somebody has an energy of being told, I heard fancy talk. I don't know if anybody remembers the movie A Bug's Life. I think it was from the early 2000s. Had Dennis Leary and Madeline Kahn. Anyways, they shook him down. They shook down Richard Kind. He was one of the grasshoppers, and they're like, "How the fuck did you let him, get in?" And he's like, he was really up, like shook up, and he's like, "I don't know." He talked fancy to me, like he sweet talked him, like he lied to him, and he plied him with all these promises that, I mean, it was James Woods. You can really hear in it. It was like the guy who voiced Hades. You could hear the lies he was talking about. And so the guy, the grasshopper under him was like, "I don't know why I didn't say it, but he talked fancy to me." I feel like this is somebody talking fancy, you know if you just did it this way, then we'd have this. If you could just appreciate what I'm trying to tell you, you could have this, but you can't because it's not meant for you. Okay? And if you keep letting it feed into you, it's poison. It's going to poison you. All right? So I hope this is resonating. We're only halfway, not halfway, but we've got a little ways to go yet. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a like, leave a share, subscribe to help the algorithm get my content seen. I'm really, really hoping to get to maybe 100 subscribers by summer, maybe. If you could help me, you can you share the video. You can maybe help me get to that goal. In the description, you'll find my email, donation links. I am open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any smaller donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread for you as a thank you for any smaller donation. Email, Venmo, Cash App in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much. Now we're going to get 2 Ancestor Oracle cards. And then we're going to get from my theme deck. Oh, that's too many. We've got Heart Guardian so far. We'll get a few from my theme deck to wrap it up. This is probably going to go way longer than an hour. We're already at 55 minutes. But, you know, I've been away since before Thanksgiving, so coming on back to the collective, there's lots of energies to read here. Oh, we've got summer. All right. This is love and let yourself be loved. And summer is bask in joy and light. So let's read from the book for these cards. Here's the Heart Guardian. I hope we can see this. I cleaned the little lens thingy and I turned down the colors, so hopefully we can see the card. The glare always gets it. It says, love and let yourself be loved. Welcome with open arms opportunities to give and receive love. You are love, you are lovable, and you are loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings you have to offer. Oh, is that what that Four of Coins is? That you're keeping that to yourself. But remember what I said. It's not meant for you. Encouraging you to open your heart and you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being and deserves to give and receive love. If you're finding it challenging to feel love at this time, remember we do have Three of Swords in reverse and the Hermit in reverse and the Empress in reverse and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, you might not be feeling it right now, okay? If you're finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Ten of Wands, delegate. Okay, support. Two of Cups. It's like you might not see it, but the other person is like good for you. And there's that opportunity there. Yeah. It's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You're also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try to do everything on your own, Ten of Wands. If you're working on a relationship, Two of Cups, the Lovers, or are in a new relationship, Ace of Coins, the Lovers, this card can usher in energies that allow you to allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. All right, and then summer. We've got the summer card. Now, this could be something that's going to come to fruition next summer or something that has put in motion last summer, this past summer. You know what I mean. It says, bask in joy and light. Rise up, open your wings and shine. We've got the bee here. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Wonderful. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy the moment and not rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. I love it. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. What I say about the ace, that's from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card, Wow. In a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. I mean, you got to admit, we are going into some very stressful, very precarious winter months here in the future. So I feel like a lot of people aren't going to be making moves, aren't going to be taking chances. They're just going to be, four of coins here. Miserly, hoarding, hanging on to what you can, for as long as you can. So, and I get that. I really do. But don't let it go on too long because then you're going to miss opportunities. Here, Hermit reverse, Page of Coins in reverse. You're going to miss out on some opportunities to increase that. Okay. Finally, let's get some. What are they? Final oracle messages for the collective. Sorry this went so long. Lots going on. Mercury retrograde. For some reason, I heard the song Return to Innocence. It's I don't know if you guys are old like me, but when we were going through the 90s, man, look up Return to Innocence. Oh my God. It was just it was like meditation music or something. I don't know. I heard Return to Innocence. I also heard the Peter Cetera, some Karate Kid 2, Glory of Love. Okay, so look up Glory of Love because when I hit the Lovers and Two of Cups and the Star, I heard, I am a man who will fight for your honor. Okay, so look up Glory of Love. Alright, let's get some last minute oracle messages for the collective, please, for this, caterpillar, for this moon in, I forgot where the moon is. Where's the moon? Capricorn. Moon in Capricorn. Mercury retrograde season. The last week of 2024. See, we've got that lack mindset, empty chest, scarcity. That's that Page of Coins reversed. We've got tree. As above, so below. Ground yourself, reconnect with the earth, reach up, or reach down in order to reach up. See, look at this, the 10 of Wands. See that? Coming up through the skull where the guy died? Now look at the tree. You have to dig deep in order to reach high, okay? I'm going to, what is that, 102? 20 something? Blink, blink. I really want to screen cap that. Reach down. Crap. Okay. I mean, that's as good as I'm going to get it, but that's pretty cool, right? Bam. All right. Oh, that goes there. I'm going to put that there. Tree, as above, so below. Ground yourself. Reconnect with the earth. Reach down to reach up. We got caterpillar. Metamorphosis is imminent. I feel like that goes here with that hermit reverse. It's like the hermit is like in a cocoon, and when he busts out, it's like, bam, I'm brand new, And then, oh good, we've got Archangel Gabriel, the Annunciation. Clarity of divine purpose is coming. Intercession, miracles, direction. Look at that, star energy. Direction. A companion escort through the underworld. Visions, dictation of divine will, Archangel Gabriel, the strength of God. Can you see it? I know the glare is horrible. I turned it down. I turned on the brightness. Let's do this again. Okay, there. Now that's really dark. Let's see how that looks. Oh, see, that's a little bit better. All right. Annunciation, Archangel Gabriel. Now I'm going to try again with the trees. Tree. Oh, look at that. I like that better. Okay. Straight on, and that's where I would take the screenshot. Bam. Okay, cool. Let's keep going, please. Caterpillar. Metamorphosis is imminent. It also says make it weird. Now, you might be like, why would I make it weird? What it's just asking you to do is make it creative, make it you. If you're going to if you're going to change, if you're going to create something new, if you're going to go into a new form, don't go into it something that somebody's already done. Okay, you're here to do you. The divine needs you to do you. So, if you're coming out of the cocoon, make sure you come out you. Oh my goodness. What did I say here? We've got the red string. That's the bane of my deck. I bitter towards that damn red string because it does represents the twin flame connected souls. Twin flames are different than soulmates. Okay? Got Pluto energy here. Where the hell is Pluto? I think Pluto's in Aquarius right now. Yeah. Fingernail deep. Just the tip. This is the underworld, creative destruction, purging, evolution, death and rebirth. He is the wrecking ball. He rules Scorpio. What's going on in Scorpio? Let's see. Scorpio, what you got? Oh, I'll be damned. He's kind of quiet. All right. Scorpio, the sign is empty. Pluto is in Aquarius. And 8th house, pretty empty. So, the Scorpio is quiet right now, except for Pluto going through Aquarius, the wrecking ball. So there is energy here that's going to transform things. Okay, let it. What do we got here? Ooh, 777 divine path. You guys, I can't believe it, but I think a soulmate. Well, actually, this twin flame is coming through, which is great. I mean, last year we went through a twin flame reunion cycle, and half of the twin flame collective totally missed it because the men are asleep right now. Okay, men are going through some shit. And I'm sorry, but it needs to be gone through, and it needs to be gone through a little bit faster than what they're doing. We got Lilith, calling for heads. We've got the cauldron here, something stewing, something simmering, something processing. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We'll do a couple more, and then I'm going to address the red string card real quick. Because we got the lovers, we got the 2 cups. Oh. What's this? He fell down. Ah, ha, 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 ha. He got the finger. It says you're giving too many fucks. Okay? Try to give none. Give fewer fucks for the other people. You've got this caterpillar here. You're in the middle of doing something very... You've got to give yourself the consideration, the energy, and the time to go through this metamorphosis. Hermit reverse, 3 of Swords reverse. But people are trying to poke at you while you're in the change, right? So you need to maybe pause and stick a finger out of that cocoon and tell them to fuck off. I'm doing something right now, okay? A couple more? They want me to get a couple more. We got, okay. That's a couple. Let's end with those 2, and then I'll address the red string. Oh, fortune cookie. Useful advice, encouragement, and small luck. I love that. Then we're going to put that over here on the Ace of Coins, which is unexpected opportunities. See that fortune? Now, please, I drew these. Please be kind. I am not an artist. Okay, look, here, this is my cauldron. All right? So come on, you guys, gotta cut me some slack. So fortune cookies, very nice, useful encouragement and small luck. Love it, love it. Useful advice, encouragement, and small luck. Okay, we've got two numbers here, but let's do the red string first. The reason I say that soulmates are different from twin flames, okay? A soulmate is like a companion, a friend, a mate, not a doing it mate, a mate like a friend, a companion, you know. Um, if you think of a tree, right? Oh, you think our family is the branch that we are born on. But every other leaf on that branch is like our kindred, our soulmates. They can be people that we've cycled into other lives with and we can keep cycling in. When you notice a soulmate, it's like, fuck yeah, there you are. Hell yeah, we kind of finally meet up. What you been doing? And they say when you meet a soulmate, everything falls into place because you're so similar. You know, you have the same kind of energy. A twin is very, very different. Um, a twin is like, okay, the way they describe it is in the beginning, okay, bear with me, when souls were created as sparks from the divine, okay, some contracted to be split into, not into something, into, dos, one and one, okay? It is exceedingly rare because it is exceedingly painful. And the goal of a twin is to go through life without each other in order to earn your way back to each other. So when people are like, oh my God, he's my twin, I can't be without him. But it's some fuckboy who just keeps kicking you and, you know, talking fancy to you and giving you lies. Conspiracy card here. What's the truth? Keeping you from nourishment. Okay? If you have somebody in your life that you swear is a twin or a soulmate and they are in toxic energy, you must release them. You have to release them because they are not ready for you yet. And you cannot force them to be ready by forcing yourself to stay with them. They must be released, okay? The twin flame is the other half of a soul. It's a soul, like some soulmates, they're like, hey man, how you doing? And then there's karmics that you contract to be partnered for some period of time. You're not necessarily soulmates, but you do have a contract to learn something from each other. Um, there can be karmic soulmates where it's like, hey, I'm going to be at this point in time in this place. You want to hook up and we can live a little bit together and everything will be great. And you know, you can have karmic soulmates that you be very, life would be fine, you know? But then they say if you meet your twin, everything falls apart because it is like a wrecking ball. There's Pluto energy. That wrecking ball coming straight through. Like, you might not be ready, they might not be ready, no one sees it coming, no one's prepared, everything is kind of fine, like, when they show up. So usually the feminine recognizes it, the masculine stays asleep for a while, just shacked up with his karmic plain house, and everything is like all falls apart. So the fact that we've got the red string here, fated love, twin flame, connected souls, soulmates, divine bond. Unfortunately, that is one connection that is unbreakable. Like you have there are many spells, unbindings, cord cuttings, releasing. Unfortunately, that is one connection you cannot break the cord for. However, if they're not ready, if they're still in toxicity, if they're abusive, if they're drug addicts, if they're in anything but high vibration energy, they are not ready yet. They are toxic. They will poison you. You must let them go and let them heal without you. Okay. Let's see. We've got 777 Divine Path. You are right where you should be, and you are serving your divine purpose. And then we've got 999. Completion is coming. Aspects of a situation are coming to an end. Preserve and purge what you need to. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I know this one went longer, but it's because I've spent, I took some time off after Thanksgiving, and now we're here 5 days later or 4 days later or whatever. So yeah, it kind of it dragged on a little, but thank you so much for sticking with me. And I'll be back in a few days when the moon moves into Aquarius, and we'll catch up on how Mercury retrograde is treating everybody. Until I see you in a couple days. Okay, thank you. Bye.